Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka Billy Indiana. Today I'm going to do an unboxing for a game that I just recently picked up, and that is HerStory by Underdog Games. So I'm very excited to try this out after recently having learned and played Trekking Through History. Let's open this up and see what comes inside the box. So HerStory is a game about iconic women of history, and I've enjoyed a lot of the games for Underdog Games, trekking through the national parks, trekking the world, trekking through history, and I'm excited to try this game, HerStory. Here's one side. We can see it says 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up, 30 to 60 minutes. See more art on that side. And here again. And again, so we've got kind of the same design on each side, but with different women featured. It says, discover incredible women of history in this family-friendly strategy game. In HerStory, you're an acclaimed author writing a book to tell the stories of remarkable women in history. Along the way, you'll uncover special advantages and powers, all while learning about these iconic women. 120 historic women are featured, and then it talks about what's inside the box, and again shows that it's from Underdog Games. So let's go ahead and get this open and see what the contents are. I really enjoyed trekking through history, both for the history that it shared, but also just the really high quality components, the clever gameplay. I've played it with a few different people now, and so far everyone has really enjoyed trekking through history. All right, so let's see what's inside this box. Put the cover off to the side here. Welcome to HerStory. Here are a few special gifts from us to you. We hope they help you recognize the great women in this game and also honor the incredible women of your own life. So I did pre-order this one, and so I think this was a bonus that came with the pre-order. I don't know that it's going to be in every copy that's sold. So let's check and see what's in here. I'm really excited to play this, and particularly when I get a chance to play it with my daughters and granddaughters, I think that's going to be really an especially fun time. So there's some cool bookmarks in here. Might mail these to my granddaughters. They would probably love. They're starting to get to the point where they're reading now, so bookmarks would be really cool for them. And yeah, having these famous women from history, I think would be cool. And stickers, they always love stickers. All the grandkids love stickers. So fierce and creative. This is Frida Kahlo. Strong and faithful, Joan of Arc. Passionate and bold, Maya Angelou. Smart and determined, Marie Curie. Very cool. So just some extra little art there that comes in that bonus pack. So if you also pre-ordered it and haven't received your copy yet, that's something you should be receiving. Here's a little pamphlet from Underdog Games. We'll just put that off to the side for now. Here's the rule book. Looks like it's a pretty brief rule book. Your game includes bonus items. Claim them and watch the how to play video. Okay, so maybe all the copies will come with those items, but you can click there on the QR code to watch a video if you'd like. And this one looks like a pretty simple game. It's got a pretty simple layout. Looks like you're drafting different chapters for your book and then putting them in sequence here. And I think the chapters will be the storylines written about the different women. Looks like there's some different icons here representing the icons that match on the card. So probably a little bit like Splendor in terms of matching symbols perhaps. And then score around the edge. And then victory points in the corner, it looks like, from what I'm seeing here. It looks like there's a player aid card and a library card in there. We'll see what those show here in a minute. How do you play the game? You do research. You go to the library is an option in your research phase. Draft a chapter, complete a chapter. It talks about the exact bonus using chapter card powers. Game's end, your book is complete. All right. And then here is the team of women. Oh, and it does look like the entire team was women. That's awesome. And student researchers, that's incredible. As a teacher, I particularly enjoy seeing that. I guess some of the students were not all women. Oh, very cool. All right. And then if we look at the game board here, oh, these are the player boards. So we got blue, pink, green, yellow, and kind of a gray. So it looks like you can play as we saw on the side for 5 people. Side here. And then here is a nice neoprene mat. You can see as the Underdog Games tends to do, they have very nice inserts. We got a nice thick plastic case here. And then this is what we saw in the rule book, where you put the pictures of the women, got the scoreboard around, and got the tiles that go here. So very cool. I don't know that I'll need the rubber band. It looks like it would hold nicely into that spot without the rubber band. Yeah. And then we've got they look like push pins, like you would put into a bulletin board or something, but in the different player colors. So kind of gray, yellow, green, blue, and red. I'm guessing those go here. And then we've got, a nice, like a faux leather bag with HS on there. Very nice. Yeah, the quality of the components for Underdog Games, really top notch. And then here are those tiles we saw in the rulebook as well with the different emblems. So there's like thought bubbles or speech bubbles, books and light bulbs, and then looks like magnifying glasses maybe. So yeah, those tiles are all in here. There are a lot of tiles in the bag. And then the feature of the game, the incredible and iconic women of history that have been recognized. And obviously this is just 120 of the amazing women through history, but that's really cool that they're taking the opportunity to educate anyone who's willing to play this game about these amazing women. All right. I've never been very good at taking the plastic off of cards. So we won't go through, there's 120 women featured, so we won't go through every card. We'll look at a little bit of the art and see a few of them, maybe read some of what's going on here. So this one, it looks like we need 4 books and 4 magnifying glasses for 10 victory points, and it represents Fannie Lou Hamer. At game's end, 8 victory points if you have no tokens left, so you get a bonus there. And then on the back, we can see she lived from 1917 to 1977, civil rights activist and political organizer. Her story: by age 6, Fannie Lou Hamer was picking cotton in the field. She was the youngest of 20 kids and worked on a plantation until she was 45. When the owner fired her for trying to vote, Fannie Lou spent the rest of her life fighting for equal voting rights. She also helped found the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party and National Women's Political Caucus. Did you know Fannie Lou's headstone includes her most famous quote, "I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired"? Well, I've definitely heard that quote. Didn't know it was Fannie Lou. Very cool. So obviously, like I said, I'm not going to go through all 120. We'll just kind of skim through some. And then again, you'll see there's a story on the back for each one. So Sojourner Truth, Annie Oakley, Selena, Marie Curie, Rosalind Franklin, Susie King Taylor, Anne Frank, Eleanor Roosevelt, Jane Addams, Alice Coachman, Maria Montessori, Florence Nightingale, Helen Keller, Mary Shelley, Lorraine Hansberry, Claudette Colvin, Harriet Tubman. Yeah, so you can see really beautiful art. The card quality is nice. It's fairly thick. And it looks like they've got people from a lot of different cultures and a lot of different time periods and a lot of different parts of history in terms of whether they were politically active or whether they were artistic or whether they were athletic or whether they were entertainers or whether they were scientists or, all across the board. Lots of different women and cultures represented there. And then there's another collection. Let's see if we can get these open, kind of flip through those. Like I said, we won't take the time to look closely at each card, but this is the kind of plastic where there's not really a strip or anything to pull off, so it's a little tricky, but I don't like using the knife on cards when I can help it. And again, there's features down here at the bottom. So for Yuri Kochiyama, if you're in last, 6 points for completing a chapter needing at least 3 of the magnifying glasses. And then we can read about her life. She was from 1921 to 2014, political and civil rights activist. Did you know Yuri was a close friend of Malcolm X and is seen in a famous photo holding his head to comfort him while he was dying after being shot? Wow. Lots of just incredible history here, too. And then it looks like some of them, like Corrie ten Boom here, probably it just looks like it's giving you a magnifying glass, or maybe that's like an eyeglass or something. I'm not sure. And then a speech bubble. light bulbs. So it looks like some of these cards are going to give you an in-game feature, and some are going to give you these emblems, these icons to use. And you can see again, lots of very beautiful art of many, many amazing women. All right. And some of these women I'm familiar with, and this is one of my wife's heroes. She loves Jane Goodall and all that she's done for animal rights and just science, the field of science and biology. This one says, if you're in last, you may use the powers of your draft chapters. Oh, okay. And then primatologist and environmentalist from 1934 to currently. Did you know Jane's mother, Van, had to accompany her to Gombe Stream National Park the first time she went there because the British government wouldn't allow a young woman to travel alone in the area? Rachel Carson. Yeah, lots of really great stories and lessons to be learned here as well. So yeah, looking forward to playing this with my wife. Gonna have some friends over too, and get hopefully a chance to play it as a group of 4. And then, yeah, I think this is one that might be fun to have in my classroom too. I've been trying to kind of get a board game club started at school. Nice player aid here. It says, on your turn, take a research token, put a chapter card in your draft area, discard research tokens to complete the chapter, and then activate the card powers. So nice little reminders. And then looks like these are those library cards. Flip to clear and refresh all research tokens. Okay, so if these tokens aren't what you need, you can use your library card to refresh, and then when you flip it, discard to clear and refresh. So it looks like you could do that twice per game. So there you have it. That is HerStory by Underdog Games. Hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing. If you did, it'd be terrific if you give it a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you'd choose to subscribe to the channel as well. If you have questions about the game, I hopefully will be playing this in the next day or two, so let me know and I'll be glad to answer your questions down below in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Billy Indiana, signing off.